Welcome to Laura's Social Corner, the space with stories, purpose, and people that truly matter. So today I have a pleasure to have Brett Baldwin. Your experience in mortgage is amazing. It's over 20 years. And it's just an experience. It's the person you are because you really care about people. You are very connected with your customers, and that makes the difference. So 20 years.
Yep.
Tell us how that feel, because you look very young.
Yeah. Oh, well, thank you. No, you're right. I've been in this industry a long time. Been helping people a long time, and that's really the exciting part. And being at this point in my career where you have that basis and that foundation of knowledge. Means more than just the technical aspect of it, being able to originate a loan and doing that. It really means that piece has now become second nature. And when that becomes second nature, you can focus on the things that really matter, listening to your customers, finding out what's truly important to them, and then matching them up with options that make sense.
Right, so you're from Lawton, Oklahoma?
Yeah.
So Oklahoma City is your home.
It is. It's absolutely my home. I moved here about 20 years ago, and that's been really exciting. But at the point that I moved here, it didn't feel far. It's an hour or so away. It didn't.
So you started your career in the banking first. Mm-hmm. So how long did you work at the bank?
So my first job out of college was at a local bank there in Lawton, and. There, I moved up relatively quick, got good exposure to a lot of sides of it, discovered that the people that drove the nicest car were the loan officers, and thought, maybe I might want to do that for a career. But I had really great exposure, great experience there, but ultimately, after being there for a few years, went to go work for Wells Fargo doing just lending, consumer lending and subprime mortgages and whatnot. And that's where I really got into being able to help people with this aspect of finance.
Did you have a mentor, or what was your inspiration to just besides want to drive a nice car?
It's funny. Nobody really growing up, unless their parents are in the mortgage industry, nobody says in elementary school or high school, I want to go be a mortgage lender. It's not a thing. And just like most people don't think they're going to, go work for a corporation or a business, but we find ourselves, our career kind of follows a path, and a lot of times that path is driven by a mentor, and I've had lots of them, thankfully. Smart guys who really took an interest in guiding me, and one of those exciting things about now having the experience that I do is being able to reach back down the ladder and help guide other people that are still learning and figuring it out, how to have a successful career doing exactly this.
Right. Your company name is Revolution Mortgage, right? So, and you have many people working for you now.
I do, yeah. We have a small team, 7 people here in Oklahoma City, and we'll continue to grow. But the focus isn't always about just growing in terms of number of team members, but really growing our personal knowledge base and helping as many people as we can. Sometimes that means needing to add additional people, but ultimately, we're
that's your core 7 people.
Yeah. We're really hyper focused on doing as much as we can with what we have.
That's wonderful. So where they can contact you if they need help?
So the easiest way is they can go to my website, just brettbaldwin.com. That's easy to get to. That has all my contact information.
You're getting very involved in Instagram as well.
In what?
I see you on Instagram. A lot of good advices. They say, "Oh, I didn't know this." So really enjoying those videos.
Yeah, I was a little bit of a holdout when it comes to social media and really fully engaging in it, and have embraced those platforms now: YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and whatnot, and trying to put out as much information as we can, because that's our opportunity to be able to help people, and also give them an opportunity to get to know you before they know you. And that hopefully turns into somebody finding me and maybe wanting to work with me at some point in the future. Who knows?
Right.
You know.
No, and it's important because you want to see the person, where you bring. And sometimes you see a person say, oh, I feel comfortable talking to this guy. Or no, it doesn't matter, but you need to have the view,
there's those laws of attraction that if you put yourself out there in a way that people feel like they get to know you, then you attract the right people. And hopefully, we get to work with people who feel like they're connected and that they're somebody that wants to work with you. That's not something you're going to get just from an advertisement or a phone book or something like that.
Yeah.
So taking advantage of social media and those platforms in the right way is awesome.
You're 100% correct. So in all this process, because it's 20 years, you probably find some uncomfortable situations. Mm-hmm. How you make those uncomfortable situations making comfort for you?
I actually don't mind being uncomfortable, to be honest. Doing this podcast is horribly uncomfortable.
We're friends.
We are, but I mean, it's I had a stuttering problem growing up. I still do. You'll notice now that I've pointed it out. But I've always kind of shied away from these these moments, and it's also made me kind of shy away from making videos or reels or whatnot on social media.
But it's hard for me to even keep the looking people sometimes at the
Yeah.
eye. It takes me a little while.
Yeah, and I find that growth happens in the uncomfortable moments, so I'm okay with being uncomfortable. I like to think that at some point, if we do it enough, that we get comfortable being uncomfortable and that we grow faster that way. We don't want to exist in this place where everything is just easy. Nobody gets better in a world where everything is just easy.
Yeah, you're right. It must make us better.
Yep.
You helping people from the heart when you do these mortgages.
Yeah.
Right? And sometimes, do you have maybe people come in and say, I don't have any idea what I'm doing, but I need money?
All the time.
Right? And then you start to guide in everybody. Okay, this is the starting. You don't get annoying because it's supposed to be.
No, not at all.
Supposed to know a little.
I actually love that. Exactly that. I had somebody call me today that wanted to know about reverse mortgages. They had free and clear homes, but their finances has gotten a little tight by virtue of helping family members and whatnot, and they just wanted to come in and we'll sit down tomorrow and talk about their situation and what's going on with them, and then hopefully find solutions that make sense. It might be that, it might be something different, but I absolutely love being able to
help people, right?
Yeah, take that expertise. It doesn't do any good if I just sit on it. Let's share that around and help people make good decisions and feel like they're comfortable and more literate, because gosh darn it, we don't teach that in high school. We don't teach that anywhere, so they have to learn it from somewhere, and the loudest voice online isn't always the right voice. It's nice to sit down and talk one-on-one.
Is any story there, any particular customer in 20 years they stake in your head?
I always have one, and it's the same one, and it's a couple. They got married kind of late in life, but they were both in their 60s and buying their first house. It's their very first house, both of them on a fixed income and not a particularly large one, and they had pretty much resigned themselves to the notion that they were just never going to be homeowners. And we worked with them for 2.5, maybe 3 years to get their credit in line, to get their finances in line, and to get everything right. And they did finally close and buy a house, and it was by far the most rewarding experience. It's not the $1 million house. It's these
the process.
Moments. Yeah, it's these moments of helping somebody in a really meaningful way do something that is huge for them, and still stay in touch with them. They're a fantastic couple, but yeah, that one always sticks out.
Right, because they stay from the beginning, no credit and nothing. I don't know what I'm doing, and then have a house.
Getting to that finish line, and it's just a massive moment for them, and that was really special.
You've been recognized as the top of the loan originator nationwide.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and that just goes to trying to help as many people as we can. Being consistently recognized. Yeah, but ultimately, I think if you do a good job and people will find you. You know, people they'll want to work for. Yeah. And it's at some point just helping as many people as you can ultimately pays back dividends in some capacity, because they'll have other friends that they recognize might need a little bit of help as well.
That's right. What is the most important to you? Do you know the achievements or the impact that you have with the people?
By far the impact.
The
you know,
impact,
and it goes hand in hand. You know, I think if you just focus on taking care of people and doing the right thing, that the rest of it comes. It absolutely does. You know, but even if it doesn't, that's not the end game. The end game is always just helping people.
That's right. You often talk about importance of showing up. Yeah. What does that really mean in your leadership?
Yeah. So when we talk about showing up for people, you know, it's and this could be, you know, friends, our colleagues, the people that we work with and we partner with. It's being intentional around being there for somebody. When you come to work, you come there with a purpose. When you this year for me, when I was thinking about goal setting and whatnot, because I don't really do resolutions. I do goal setting, whether it's, you know, personal, professional, financial, and whatnot. But
what is the difference?
You know, well, a resolution suggests, you know, I need to quit something, or I need to, you know, change something or whatever. But for me, I don't really have any of that at this point. You know, it's really more around kind of elevating what I'm doing. And one of those things really is being intentional about the relationships that I have, and who I'm investing my time in, who and how I show up for those people, and making sure that if someone's important to me, that they know it, that when they need me, that I'm there, that it's not just when they call me, you know, but that I check in on them, that I'm being proactive in being the kind of person that I should be for the people that come in. You can't do that for everybody.
Right.
So you have to be, you know, really, really deliberate around, you know, who am I investing my time in? Who's most important to me? What's most important to me? And then making a conscious decision to show up and do those things.
Yeah, and it's hard sometimes to do.
It is.
Because you have many people, you have many friends, and you want to show up for everybody.
Yeah.
And it's a little.
Yeah, you can't be everything to everybody.
Yeah.
But you can, you can have anything, but you can't have everything. You know, you can help anyone, but you can't help everyone. So you need to be thoughtful around, you know, who and how you're going about doing that.
You're 100% right. You, I think the experience that you have is amazing, because you've been living all these mortgage steps. I don't know, since 2008 was terrible, and then you lived through all the stuff. So that made you who you are.
It gives you great perspective, because you know, when you have a rate environment that's a particular way, or we see the market contracting, or we see us kind of shifting into a different type of housing market, you know, where it went from being very much buyer's market to now being a little softer. When you've been through those cycles before, it's a lot easier to provide good advice to people, and it's a lot easier to be able to cast a light on what's available to them. It's not just about, hey, here's what the rate is, here's your payment. It's around, you know, here's options, here's why somebody might choose this one, here's why somebody might choose this one. Everybody's situation's different. But you know, here's what's available to you, and here's the information you need to be able to make a good decision. And unfortunately, that's not something that you get by reading a book, or by, you know, you can get a little bit maybe by asking somebody, but when you live through that, it's different.
Right. That's yes, because everybody's different, and everybody have different story.
Yeah.
How you guide your team through your leadership? How you keep your team involved and working together?
Yeah. You know, I'm so blessed to have people that I work with that know what they're doing, that have been doing this a long time. One of my assistant on my team has been doing this for over 30 years, you know, and I have multiple people on my team who have been doing this for, you know, much longer than I have, which is fantastic, because that combined experience gives us a lot of trust in being able to take care of people, that I don't have to micromanage every piece of the process. I can delegate that out. I know that if something needs to be done, that it's going to get done, that I have people that are as committed and as experienced as I am. And that makes it really easy to be able to lead them. And it's not even manage them at this point. It really is. It's just kind of guiding them and leading them and taking that higher level view. And I still like getting in the trenches, but I don't have to. They very much take care of business.
You know, we have pretty sure people, they're younger, they want to maybe follow your steps.
Yeah.
What suggestions, what you would tell them to be a lender or to be in that profession? How they can start it?
So the trickiest part of getting into this business is having enough business to gain the experience that you need to be good at it. So there's one of two ways that most people will do that. They're either going to go and work for maybe a credit union or for a large bank where a lot of the leads are kind of fed to them, because you going out and just getting your license, people aren't going to give you a chance frequently enough for you to really gain good experience at it. So go work for those places, for a couple years, get a lot of repetition, get a lot of stuff across your desk, learn as much as you can, or serve as a loan originator assistant for a high producing loan officer that would bring in the business, help mentor you, and also give you a chance to work a lot of files, learn as much as you can. Yeah. And then after you've spent a little bit of time doing that, step out on your own and just learn the rest, trial by fire, and you'll figure it out and go grow your business. But do it once you have a foundation of knowledge and experience that's meaningful and gives you the ability to actually take care of the people that do come to you for help.
That's right. How you motivated? You have to you get the motivation every day for your family, your friends. You have dogs.
I do. I say, I work hard so that my dogs can have a good life, but because they are a little bit spoiled. But I work as hard for myself at this point as I do for and for my family as I do for the families of the people that I work with. It's not lost on me that if I don't do my part in terms of bringing in business or talking with clients or just doing a good job, that translates into or impacts their paychecks and their ability to provide for their families as well. So when things get a little bit tough and I just want to kind of hang it up for a second, that's in the back of my head, that it's not just about you, Brett.
That's right.
It's about the people that are on your team that you've committed to. That's
the key. It's a commitment, right? Yeah. It's a commitment that you did, and
exactly. And I've committed to them. I've committed to my clients, my realtors, my the customers that I'm working with. I don't get to just kind of hang it up. Keep going. And take care of it.
If somebody want to buy a house, what would be in the future? What is the first step? Because now change. I think for the realtors, they have to be with approval, right?
Yeah.
To see the house. That's new, not new, but it's new.
It's increasingly important though,
yes.
And I, especially right now where I think because home prices have gone up and affordability has come down, sometimes what somebody thought they could afford 3-4 years ago might not be the same as it is now. So it really is important to go ahead and get pre-approved, see what you qualify for. But if somebody's even thinking about buying a house and they don't think they're quite ready, their next conversation should still be with a loan officer.
That would be the first step, right?
Talk to a loan officer. Even if you're not approved, we can let you know what you need to do in order to get approved. Here's where your credit's at, here's where it needs to be, here's a few things that you can do to help get it there. Here's what you're going to need to bring in terms of money to the closing table, what to expect for closing costs or for your down payment. And so if you don't have the money saved already, you can do that. here's some resources that are also available for you, maybe for down payment assistance or something like that. If somebody needs a little bit more time on their job, or whatever might be holding them back, we can guide them. And then if they are approved, well, great. Here's what you qualify for.
And then you refer it to
now go back to your realtor and let's get shopping and find you a great house.
That's right. What do you like to do for fun? Because I know you work a lot.
I do, and I love the outdoors. I don't really have a one thing, but I do enjoy some time just by the pool, relaxing at this point. I'm not really a go out and get crazy person anymore, and that's okay. Everybody has their moments, but
we pass the age.
Exactly, but I don't. I really like that downtime. I enjoy seeing stuff here at in the city. We have season tickets for OKC Broadway, for Lyric Theater.
Yeah,
we share tickets with Friends for the Thunder, and we like kind of going and doing different things, but not any one thing in particular. But Oklahoma City has really grown. It's a great place to live, so we get to go experience that every now and then.
Yeah, you've experienced all from the beginning.
Yeah.
Right, it's amazing.
It's grown a lot, and it's a great time to be here. It really is. It
feels like we're in the right place and we've been seeing everything.
Absolutely,
right?
And it's funny, and I'm sure you feel this as well, that sometimes when you're talking about the city, you feel like I almost feel like I should be a paid ambassador the way I sell it, and
yes.
how much I love it here. It's such a great place, and I have customers that call me from out of town. They're thinking about moving here, and I almost feel like I'm coming across too strong, telling them how great it is here. It really is a great place to live, a great place to raise a family, and more affordable than I think a lot of other places that offer a similar quality of life. And I think it's the right time to go ahead and move here. Because it's only going.
It's just going to get better.
It's only going to get better.
Get better.
So,
that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
so today we're so happy to having you here and tell people a little bit about what you do. So you want to give them a message where they can find you, phone number,
sure.
or whatever you want to share with them?
Yeah, of course. So if you are looking at buying a house here, we always say the best time to buy was yesterday, but the second best time to buy is today. So if you are interested in buying here this upcoming year, it's a great time to reach out. You can find me online at www.brettbaldwin.com or visit me on YouTube or TikTok or any of those social channels. Come find me. But phone number there at my office is a 405-925-0005, and you're welcome to reach me there. And I'd love to talk about whatever it is that you're looking at doing. Your goals, your dreams, your wants, whatever those happen to be, and help find good solutions for helping you get there.
That's right. Thank you so much for being with us to share your story, your heart. You're such a great person. I always admire you. Admire how you are and the person you are. Helping everybody is the key.
Yes.
And you always do it from your heart. So thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate you so much
for being here. So
thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. So see you next time, my friends.
Yeah.